If you can spend $75,000 on a dress, you can spend $75,000 on your dad. Meghan Markle's estranged sister says their father needs financial help from the future royal as she shares never-before-seen childhood photos. Meghan Markle has already made quite the name for herself as the royal family's most glamorous new addition, in a small part thanks to the $75,000 semi-sheer dress she wore for her engagement shoot to Prince Harry. But as a never-before-seen childhood image of the now 36-year-old Suits actress shows, she wasn't always quite so chic and put together, and her estranged half-sister Samantha Grant, 52, says she could afford to be more generous with her 73-year-old father Thomas Markle, who needs financial help. If you can spend $75,000 on a dress, you can spend $75,000 on your dad, she told In Touch, referencing the pricey gown that Meghan wore to pose alongside future husband Prince Harry in their recently released engagement photos. Florida-based Samantha spoke up on behalf of her father, claiming that he was responsible for ensuring Meghan had the best education, social connections, and contacts within the industry, all of which she believes enabled her to land her career-making role on Suits, and all of which she believes should be recognized in the form of monetary support. She went on to reveal that Thomas, who declared bankruptcy, has been suffering from a bad leg, but insisted that he is determined the ailment will not stop him from walking Meghan down the aisle at her wedding to Prince Harry on May 19 and is working with doctors to ensure that his attendance isn't put in jeopardy. He's working with a doctor to improve the leg, so it minimizes his pain and he'll be able to walk Meg down the aisle, Samantha explained. Samantha gave a candid snap to In Touch showing the two siblings posing happily together with a young Meghan beaming at the camera while sporting a pair of large glasses and a long, untamed hairstyle. The image, which appears to have been taken when Meghan was in her late tweens or early teens, sees the brunette youngster modeling a white pussy bow blouse with large black polka dots, while her sister is modeling a yellow mock neck sweater and a bright pink watch. As well as sharing the picture, which was published as part of a series of previously unseen snaps from the future royal's childhood, Samantha spoke about Meghan's demeanor as a child. She described her half-sibling, with whom she was once very close, as an extremely well-behaved and respectful youngster, who showed maturity and diplomacy beyond her years. Speaking of the rift between Meghan and her father and half-sister, Samantha says the blame rests with the former actress's mother, Doria Ragland, 61. Whom she accuses of shutting everyone out after Meghan began dating Prince Harry in secret back in 2016. In my mind, Doria wanted to run around and seal off all the hatches, she said, adding that the social worker became possessive and controlling over her daughter and her relationship, before claiming that Doria hopes to one day live at Kensington Palace with the soon-to-be married couple. But despite the distance between Meghan and her father, Samantha said she believes that Harry reached out to Thomas in order to seek his permission to marry his daughter, although she confirmed that he still has yet to meet his father-in-law. Thomas is currently living in Rosarito, Mexico, in a small beachfront house, which is perched on a 120-foot cliff overlooking the Pacific. Ramon Moreno, 61, the owner of a local storage complex, where Thomas rents a unit, told Daily Mail the actress's father has spoken about Meghan and Harry. He loves his daughter very, very much. He says they talk regularly. He's just a regular guy in regular clothes, Moreno said. Thomas, a former Emmy-winning lighting director who worked on shows including Married with Children and General Hospital, has moved twice since relocating to Rosarito after his 2011 retirement. He keeps many of his possessions in a storage complex nearby and has struck up a friendship with the owner. Thomas is said to spend his time relaxing at home and is a regular at a local branch of Walmart. Samantha's interview with In Touch comes just days after she appeared on British TV show The Right Stuff via video link, during which she once again insisted that, barring a disaster, her father Thomas would take his place beside the royal bride-to-be at Windsor Castle. Her comments come after reports last week claimed Meghan wanted her mother, yoga instructor Doria Ragland, to have the honor of walking her down the aisle. But Samantha told Matthew Wright today that unless a plane crashes, Thomas Markle will be there. Host Matthew Wright said during the interview, "There's a growing hope and expectation here that your father, Thomas, may be walking Meghan down the aisle, Do we know yet whether that will happen? Speaking live from Florida, Samantha responded and said, "Yes, he is. God forbid unless a plane crashes." She added, "He'll be there one way or the other." Yes, he is. Any rumor to the contrary is. My favorite new word is becoming oh rubbish. Yeah, so, he will be there. It comes after Thomas broke his silence on the impending nuptials to say he thought his daughter and Prince Harry were a very good match. Describing the royal as a gentleman, Thomas squashed rumors of a rift with his actress daughter during a conversation with a passerby in Mexico. The conversation was captured in video footage obtained by The Sun, in which the future royal's father can be heard expressing his desire to attend the wedding in person. When asked how he felt about the impending ceremony at St. George's Chapel in Windsor, he said, "I think it's wonderful. I'm very delighted. I think they're a very good match. I'm very happy for them, Meghan and Harry. I love my daughter very much. Harry's a gentleman." It was the first time Mr. Markle has spoken publicly about the prince, though he has previously admitted that he would love to be the one to give Meghan away. Samantha, who has been outspoken about her relationship with her half-sister, also aired her own thoughts on whether President Donald Trump would be invited. She said, "I think it is up to Harry and Meg who they want to invite. I think Donald Trump is getting to the point where he can't fire everybody. He can fire everybody in the White House and then he'll simply be alone. But he can't fire everybody at the wedding and he certainly can't fire the royal family." She also described her book, The Diary of Princess Pushy's Sister, as a service to share information that is socially and historically valuable. And asked what she would say to her sister if she could talk to her today, she responded, "I would say you should know not to believe everything that you read in tabloids. I love you, I admire you, I'm incredibly proud of you and we will sit down and have tea and I look forward to it."